Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome our artist, Daniel Xiao, today for giving us his sharing. The title is First Sketch to Self-Discovery of Personal Art Journey. As we know, Daniel has a very good painting with us, exhibiting with mastery expressions. Let's welcome Daniel.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you for coming up with this wonderful exhibition, inviting me as an artist here to exhibit. Yep. So today I'm going to talk about my personal art journey. So my personal art journey has been quite rocky because I was doing a lot of things other than just doing art. So let's see. Yep. So maybe a little bit about me. I've been painting for about 15 years, and actually my real job isn't actually an artist. I was in corporate world for about 13 years. Yeah, so 20 in digital marketing and last 10 years in e-commerce. It was a very, very, very interesting journey in my corporate life. And I've been trying to mix my painting, my artwork, and my art processes into my whole life, but it has been very, very daunting. Yeah. So actually I've been painting since I was painting around 7 years old. So why I was born in painting at such a young age is because of my mother. My mother is actually a Chinese painter. So if you look at the two paintings up there, these are done by my mother when she was younger. But because she has dementia now, so she kind of like stopped. Then my mom was collect artwork, Chinese artwork from various artists. So one of them is this, if you look at the Bluefish one, this painting was very inspiring because it's actually done by this very famous artist called Wu Zai. This is my mother's collection. Yeah. And it was done using the fingernail. Yeah. So it uses his thumbs, fingers, and his fingernails to actually draw this. So this artist is very, very old, but he has already passed on, but he's very famous for doing fingernail and using Chinese ink. And the one below, she's actually, Chen is actually my granduncle's wife. So she's also very famous in the art scene in the late 70s, 80s, also a very famous Chinese painter. So my mom has collected 3 of her paintings, and these are large paintings, Chinese ink. So I was very inspired by all these artwork that my mom collected, and I used to watch my mom paint, and I used to watch this aunt of mine, this grand aunt, Chen. I used to go to her house, and then she had this huge studio in the house where she actually does huge painting. So I was always very, very interested in what this artist is doing. But unfortunately, because typical Asian parent would tell you, no, you cannot do art. You better go and do your science, study science. You better make sure you get into science stream. So that was how I got into my career, my real day job. So I went with a typical Singaporean route, went to university, come out, get a corporate job. And, yeah, so that's where I was. I used the word was because I'm not now. Yeah. So what happened was, this year I decided to kind of just forget it. I forget about corporate world, forget what people say. I just do the things I want to do. So I decided early this year, when I turned 50, I'm 50 actually, to actually do things that I really want to do. I'm not going to live by other people's standards or what you want to do. Yeah. So actually that actually was quite scary. It was quite a scary jump because I was in the corporate world for about 30 years. And non-stop, years non-stop. So suddenly I asked to drop my corporate job. Honestly, in my first 2 weeks of January when I started doing this full time, I was a bit worried. So I was thinking whether I should. I was a bit worried because I don't know whether I can get used to not working and then doing the art. But nevertheless, I decided what the heck, I just got it. Yeah, I mean, there's no loss to me. If it doesn't work, I can always go back. So I tell my husband, okay, I'll go to do my part. I don't care about what you guys say, not being able to make it art, people and things. So I just forget it and just do it. Yeah, so in terms of inspiration, so a lot of people ask me, so what gets me inspired in terms of my personal journey, my own personal outlook. Actually, what I do is I like to travel a lot. So a lot of my inspiration comes from travel. And every time I travel, what I do is I definitely make time for museums, yeah, especially in big cities. So when I go to museum, I'll go crazy there. I spend hours inside the museum. I just sit there and just look at the painting. And then I will just think about this fella actually paint that texture, make it look so realistic. And I'll observe and then try to, when I come back, then I'll try to relate, try to test out some of the things I see in the museum. So I think going to the museum is one thing that I really enjoy. Yeah. So anyway, if you look at my slides, these are some of my favorite paintings. So if you look at the first three, this was from the Museum of City. It is by far my most favorite museum in the world because it has the huge, largest collection of impressionist paintings. And it's beautiful. I tell you, I was there for hours and I didn't want to leave. It was so beautiful. So you must go there if you are there. Yeah. Then another painter which I'm also very inspired is this guy called Kim. I came to know about him while I was visiting. I think it was Kim. I'm not sorry, this is also the Museum of Darcy. He was a visiting artist. And he drew these huge human paintings with very interesting meaning behind them. So he liked to draw black people. But he always has feelings about them. It's beautiful. And then of course there are other Dutch artists like the two you see. And the last one, the one with the MRT, that one's very interesting. This painting I saw it at China, the Beijing Art Gallery. It's this huge painting with the MRT and this girl standing with the bags, and also it was talking about how the society in China has changed, how materialistic it's getting, people are getting, how crowded it is when you look at the train. Yeah, so it's very interesting that you look at from the perspective of the artist. So other kinds of inspiration I get is also music. I like to listen to music, so I actually like classical music a lot. Okay. Yeah. So what I do is I listen to a lot of music, and because I'm also a trained classical pianist, I play my younger brother is actually a violinist. He is much more talented than me because he actually teaches and plays for orchestra. So yeah, I like to listen to music since I was very young. So if you look at some of my paintings, especially my recent painting, with Chico Symphonies. So this painting came about because okay, I must hear the music. Hey, why?
The Wi-Fi here now.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi, Okay, anyway, you must go and take a look at this piece of music. It's a J.F. Bach piece. It's cantata. So it's a very soothing, very nice, very peaceful piece that I have loved since I was a kid. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So this piece actually kind of inspired these two paintings here. The first one is actually a pasture of flowers. The man, I would think of him as Jesus Christ, if you are Christian, or you can think of him as anybody who has a flock of sheep. So it's like king to shepherd. Yeah. So this painting, I was trying to make it look very peaceful, very very subdued, very when you look at it, you feel like what is there. Yeah. So the second one is also similar, but the second one I actually did it dedicated to my pets. I used to have so many pets. Yes, this is the piece. So you hear this piece and you look at the painting, you kind of like, wow, so how I wish I could be. Yeah, that's. So the one with the pets, how I wish I could be there with the pets. So I do this because the one with the pets, my cat actually passed on like last year. Yeah, so I was very sad. So I decided to draw this piece. You kind of like imagine them living. Yeah. So I had dogs and cats and birds and hamsters and fish. Yeah, I had so many pets. cross my mind. Yeah. So I actually do this kind of like place all the food pets, this garden even like they can live forever. Yeah. So the other one, the piece of music that I really like is this one called The Aquarians. I hope you can play. Because when you close your eyes, you can think of very surreal underwater world. Yeah. So this is one piece that also inspires fishes artwork. Yeah. And this tiger, why the eyes so big? Why your tiger the eyes so big? Yeah. This one, this painting inspired by this song by Katy Perry from. It's a funny song, right? Yeah. So this song talks about her in the wild, talking about the tiger, eyes of the tiger, how she will not be put down by people anymore, she stand up for herself. So this piece of painting is inspired by this piece. Yeah. So music is one of my major inspiration when it comes to my yeah. So besides my inspiration, I think I have spoken a bit on my journey. So while I was working, I was like hammered with lots of work and lots of stress, and then lots of office politics. You know, when all these things mesh together, it's very hard to actually sit down and concentrate to do paintings and to make things, to actually do things that you want to do. So, but I always tell myself, no matter how bad things are, right, my motto is just do it, just do it. No matter how tired I am, or how frustrated I am, or how lack of time I have, every week I will tell myself I will have to do one painting. No matter how big, how small, how lousy, how good it is, I just have to do one painting a week. So that is the motto I've been living with for the past 4-5 years. Yeah. So what I did is every week, I'm an artist. So what I did is I actually lay time on Saturdays and Sundays to do my paintings. And as a promise to myself that I will do it every day. Yeah, so at the end of the year, I was at 52 weeks, right? 2 paintings at the end of the year. So that's the promise I tell myself. Yeah, every year. I think it has worked quite well. I mean, there are some good ones, some bad, but I always tell myself it's always good paintings rather than have bad paintings than do nothing. Because the more you do, the better it becomes. So I think for me that's the motto that I live by, and I do not let myself down because this is something very important. Yeah. So at that time I was also juggling the two identities. So I have the corporate me and then the artist me. So it's very difficult to switch. You know, so I was trying to juggle between the two identities and trying to put myself in the right mood and right mind to actually do my paintings. So I think that is something that I tried to become, but honestly it has been very tough, very tough. Yeah, so that's why when I turned 50 this year, I thought that's 6, I'm going to be behind. Yeah. And so actually some of the creative struggles that I faced throughout the documentaries, I think one of them is the vision and outcome. I think as artists, we always have a vision of what we want and how we want the piece to look like. But sometimes along the way, it just didn't turn out. So it would be the final version of the thing that we want to paint. So I think that's something that is I'm still trying to learn. So if you have any suggestions how to overcome that, that's it. And also when it comes to creative block. So then because on your creative block, sometimes you just say, okay, what I'm going to paint today? What I'm going to paint is like but usually how my trick to overcome it is, okay, never mind, just paint something. And usually that works. And I've also tried doing this thing, this meditation, which I learned from which call it the 3-2-1 meditation. So before I start reading, right, what I would do is, especially when I have creative block, close your eyes, close my eyes, and then I will just sit there and do a countdown, 3, 2, 1. And supposedly it's supposed to get your mind in the alpha state so that you will get. It takes a bit of practice, but I realized that the more you do it, the more you feel the flow coming in. So I don't know, as artists, right, I have this thing, I'll get into the flow after a while. When you start, you're like, oh, not a lot of inertia, it take a long time, but after a while, once you get into the hang of it, right, you tend to feel a bit more in the flow. I call it the flow state. I think the flow state as an artist is the most powerful state, because that's the point where you forget about time, you forget about everything that's going around you. Your body and your mind just repeat. And I think as an artist, it's a very, very important state to be in while you're creating. Yeah. So I think that is how I kind of like try to come in. Yeah, of course, experimentation, I've done lots of experiments, collages with all sorts of mediums, and some turns out okay, some turns out bad. Yeah, but many times when I do experimentation, when it turns bad, then I will feel very bad. Yeah, but I think it's part and parcel of practicing and making mistakes and learning from it. Also, I think for me, I'm not too sure about you guys, but for me, I'm very, very self-critical. Very self-critical. I tend to criticize my work every time. Why is it my painting? And I'll tend to compare myself with other artists. It's very bad. I'm trying to carry out this activity. So I think that's something that I'm still trying to do. And also this imposter syndrome. You know, because you know, more than half of my life is in the corporate world. Sometimes we have this lady coming in, so I'm an artist. So sometimes I do feel that I do have that imposter syndrome to say that, why would you be an artist? You know, because I do not have formal training in art. Although I learned a lot from my mother and from my grandmother when I was a kid. I didn't really have formal art education. So a lot of my education is done through practice, experimentation. I watch a lot of YouTube, see what experts do, learn from some experts out there. So a lot of them is not exactly self-directed. Yeah. And I think another problem with me, I think it's just focus. Yeah, you know, I don't know how some artists are incredibly good at focusing. They can do one subject again and again, and they can do it so well, and they can perfect it until it is so perfect. For me, my mind is just today I'm looking at the page. What about that one? This concept is interesting. I want to do this style of painting. I want to do this subject. So the mind keeps jumping. I just call it monkey brain. So sometimes I want to do this and want to do that. So I tend to do that. And I want to do everything and anything. And I want to try everything and anything. But I don't know whether it's good or bad. Some artists tell me, no, it's bad because you need to focus on the style. One style, you just do it very, very well. Or just one subject, do it very well. I have tried doing that. I get bored. After a while, I'm so bored. And then drift to thinking about doing other things. So actually, I have a cure. It's not being curious. It's how I manage it. So I will bucket some of my favorite subjects. And then I will have so website, I have different collections. So I will continue to add on to some collection. Because I cannot do like fish and do fish for one entire year. You know what I mean? I can't. I'll be so never. Yeah. So I will have different genres and different subjects that I like. And then when I come, I paint certain things that is within that subject or that genre. Yeah, so that's how I manage streamline my monkey mind, make sure that I do try to look at the body of book. Because I think my initial when I started out, I'm painting all over the place. I have like this subject, that subject, this design, this genre, and then this style, this other style. So it's very difficult for me to tie this style. In fact, honestly, I'm still trying to identified as like a style that is really, I kind of identified, but I still need a lot of practice now. I realized that I like to do realism. I like to do realism, a bit of impressionism, but abstract. Somehow I don't like the feels, you know when you look at it, you can have feels, right? When I do abstract, I don't feel it. So I think that's the problem about abstract feelings. Although I love abstract, I'm still trying to learn how to get the feeling of being abstract. But I think that's something that I'm still trying to overcome and learn from the artists that I met. Yeah. So I think focus is something I think. Also overcoming these things, there will be family, why you do art? No, you cannot earn money doing art, Now then my brother says, why you do art? No, you cannot earn money, why you quit your job? Are you kidding me? Not thinking, hey, you quit your job. Recently it just happened. So some of my colleagues, some of my friends and family, why you quit your job? You got a good pay, you have this and that, like, yeah, but that's not the life. When I was working, I feel that what my soul. I don't know whether you guys know that book. No, what you know what I mean? Yeah. So I didn't want to continue in that book, so I decided to enough. Yeah, I don't care what you say. Yeah, so that happened. My decision was made in December. Yeah, and also staying true to myself versus trends. So sometimes when I go for exhibitions, people tell me, oh, this is very popular now, you should do this. Some gallery, you should do more of this stuff. You should do more of this. Sometimes I think to myself, should I listen? Who should I listen to? What are the things I should really take into consideration? What are things that I should not take into consideration? So I think there's a balance there. But I always tell myself I have to be true to myself. I cannot be saying, oh, just because abstract is a very popular genre, I have to do abstract. But if you don't have the feel, you don't have the feel, so why force it? Yeah. So I think, for me, as best as I can, my art practice, I always tell myself, just be true to yourself. Just be yourself. Yeah, and I think in art, we need to be authentic. If you try to copy others or you try to listen to what other people tell you to do, I think you will tend to lose a bit of yourself. And then somehow the things that come out from you will not be good. That's my personal feeling. Yeah. And although I've been doing full time for about 2-3 weeks already, right? It's tough, it's not easy. I thought that if I go full time, I'll be very relaxed, I'll be doing everything every day. No, I've been creating my website, maintaining my website. I just started my YouTube, creating videos, doing my socials, and preparing for exhibitions, amongst many other things. And I realized, actually I'm more busy than I was working. And now when I'm taking it seriously, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just feeling so busy and I'm not a stage entrepreneur, but it's just so many to do. Yeah. So I think at this phase, I'm still trying to find the best process to arrange my day. What's the most productive way to do things better? So I'm still trying to find that way, but I still haven't really found that way. But maybe it's still too early lah. I'm only 2-3 weeks into it. Yeah. But hopefully I'll get there. Yeah, so there's a time constraint. I thought that I quit my job, I do full time, I have a lot of time, right? No. I tell myself, instead of doing one, I can do 2 paintings a week. I was telling myself when I quit my job, no. So I have this struggle, trying to put in time for painting and saving some time for the art business part of things. So the art business part of things really taking a lot. Yeah, so I think that's something I need to balance out in this coming year. Yeah. Also, really as an artist, it's tough. Honestly, I have been inside the industry for about past couple of years. I can see that it's tough. Yeah, but I always tell myself, no matter how tough it is, don't give up hope. I always tell myself, all of us artists here, don't give up hope. There's always hope at the end of the tunnel. So although honestly I've been selling like do sell a bit here, a bit there, but it's not enough to actually make people come to me. But I always tell myself that I cannot let that discourage me. I cannot let that pull me down. I cannot let that stop my creative work. So that's something I always have to remind myself to not be discouraged. Yeah. So sometimes it's okay to sell, a better day will come. Yeah. So I think that is some of these creative struggles that I've been fixing with. Demons I've been fighting every day. Yeah. So still trying to learn and get over these. So anyway, I'm just going to share with you my evolving style and my body of work. So I've been doing, I think I have so many artwork at home now. I think I have more than 100 pieces. If you see my studio, I think it's so messy, it's piled. Then my husband said, can you please get rid of some of them? Yeah, so, but can't be helped, some of the things are quite huge, so I have to kind of stack it somewhere. So if you look at my body of work, I've been creating this painting I'm sharing with you today. Painting that I've done in the past 4 or 5 years. So because I was a lot more active about 5 years back. So I've been painting a lot and then building that portfolio. So I'm just showing some of the ones that I basically like. So these are some of my floral works. So this was done at a point of time. Actually, I was a bit tired. I just want something to make me happy and I like beautiful things. I like to see beautiful things and I think flowers is something that's very, I love flowers. Although I can't plant them. So since I had green fingers, right, paint them I kind of enjoy, I bought, when I shift to my new place, I bought plants and I put it in my pocket. And I watered them, I fertilized them, I'm conscientious in making sure that they survive. Guess what? All of them died. Even the hardiest money plant, this creeper plant or money plant, it's supposed to be a very, very hard plant. What happened was my pot just died. Then my mother came and questioned, you know how your money plant actually died? Because it's one of the hardiest plant tropics. It died. So that was it. I shall not kill any more plants. So I thought, okay, I'll just be my own life. So that was how this series started. And I don't like to buy bouquets because I think it's very risky. Then you buy bouquets, and then you decorate your table, and then after a few days it just dies. It's so sad, right? And it throws it. So I thought, okay, I'll just do permanent. So that's how this series actually came about. Yeah. And then of course my battlefish. So I have this series of work to include that. So this piece is part of it. So this is where I do all my fishes. And then I have other fishes also like koi. So koi is something that I also like to paint because they are actually very and then I also do the guppies. I love guppies. So these guppies, why I wanted to paint them because I used to keep them as pets. And then when I was a kid, you can actually catch them. And now cannot anymore. Yeah. So last time there used to be a lot of hunting in Singapore. So my brothers and I would go to the trains and then pick up these little fishes and put inside the little cans. So it kind of brings back memories. And similarly with fish, I used to buy goldfish. I used to have a tank where I keep all my goldfish. So a lot of these are my experiences from my memories of the past. And then birds. I also like to paint birds, and then it has been quite challenging because I was trying to learn how to paint feathers and make it obviously. And a little tip here, like the paint feathers, right? Full bird brushes. The rounded one. Yeah, so I've tried with some brushes. Realize that you get that texture right. You get a slightly stiff fluted brush. And then you can then create that feather, the shape of the feather. So I was practicing that and doing quite a lot of painting and that was quite a journey. And then this is my wildlife. So this series, right? I used a bit of oil. So if you look at the leopard, bear, and fox and wolves, these are done in oil. So if you look at my practice, right, I do a mixture of oil and acrylic. So the tiger, the lion, and the one of the cubs, these are done in acrylic. So if you ask me whether I prefer acrylic or oil, actually I don't have a preference. But I don't feel that oil is a bit easier. Let's say you want to do a lot of blending or you want to make it softer. Because I think oil, the texture of it just makes it a lot easier. Whereas acrylic has to dry very fast. So by the time you want to blend it or make it softer, it kinds of hardens and it's hard to spread. Yeah. So I think it depends on what our paint are. Use the appropriate medium. Usually I will, sometimes, in fact, many times I will do a combination of acrylic and oil in the same medium. But I will always do acrylic first, then oil, whenever acrylic. Yeah. But you must wait for the acrylic to dry first, you know, like all the comics. Yeah. So most of my underpainting are done with acrylic. Yeah, but the oil is taking a long time to dry, and by the time it dries, it's fluffy. So usually when I do underpainting, I don't like to use oil. I usually use acrylic paint, basic sketches. And this is also another body of work that I do. We call it the fruit and the traditional way. Yeah. So I like to paint like very organic stuff like fruits, animals and stuff like that. So this is my fruit painting where I want to capture the juiciness of the fruits, pear, strawberry, and I want to give the audience feel that it's very near and it's so something that you can just pick it up and put it in your mouth. Yeah. So that is the idea I was trying to do. And then the Kueh series is because my mother-in-law is actually Peranakan. So she makes all these kuehs and some of these Peranakan sweets. Yeah. So I kind of like the look of it. So I try to kind of translate it into painting. Yeah. And this is some of my favorite food. Ladies like to do sweet. Some like to fat. This is like that. No, never mind. I will not eat. I will just paint it to satisfy my craving. so I painted donuts, I painted cakes, I painted gummy bears, chocolate jellos, and I painted Nutella is my favorite food. I always thought it's my first love when it comes to food. It's so unhealthy, but it's one of my favorite things that I like to eat. Yeah. Yes, but I'll just never mind. I'll just focus on the painting. Yeah. So this series of paintings is just a way to satisfy my craving for that. In fact, I can tell you, I stopped buying Nutella. I went cold turkey like last year because my husband saying swan lah. You should look at Nutella. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'll just paint it, and then I'll just submit it. Yeah, and this particular one, the one with the luncheon meat, this is actually somebody commissioned it. It's very cute. This lady, it's their wedding. It wasn't their wedding anniversary or their husband's birthday. I think it's her husband's birthday. Then she also tells me, you cannot eat luncheon meat. Husband loves luncheon meat. Yeah, but the wife said, no, you cannot eat luncheon meat. So the wife said, can you do me a large canteen of this Marling brand of luncheon meat? I said, yeah, sure. So that's how this luncheon meat thing came about. Yeah. So she told us, she gifted it to her husband. Okay, if you want to eat luncheon meat, just look at this painting and then your craving will be covered. And then you just eat from the painting, you cannot go and buy the luncheon meat. It yourself anymore. Yeah, so that was the story behind this luncheon meat. Yeah. And this particular series, I call it Freedom Days. I haven't finished. I still have a series that I'm still in the books. Why I painted this last year? Actually, it was end of last year. I was having this midlife crisis. I think more than midlife, because I'm like past midlife already, but it's like this crisis I was having. I think because it came because of work. And you know, my office is just full of politics, full of nonsense, and work is just never ending. I was in this very, very low state. Then I told myself, okay, I cannot, I will just drop it. I need to take care of myself. I need to free myself from the shackles of all these corporate nonsense, you know. Yeah. That's where the idea of this freedom goals came about. So I wanted to in fact the last one is a self-portrait. So I kind of want to draw myself when I was at the dumps of my life. Yeah. And then I wanted to be able to break free from that feeling of sadness and disappointment. In fact, at that point in life, I was so disappointed with the human race. Yeah. But I tell myself, no, not everybody's like that. Yeah, I need to just break free of this. I need to detoxify myself. That's why this version is came out. I should keep feeling of freedom, feeling of fresh air, everything new, sense of metamorphosis, butterfly, and so that's the feeling that I was trying to portray this thing. And these are some of the more random ones. So yeah, I did some paintings. I don't do a lot of scenes, but I do once in a while. So yeah. So the last one was done because of National Day. Yeah, so there was a call for submission for National Day theme. So I said, okay, I shall do something like yours. I did it, your TV flat. So I wanted to do that. So this particular piece I call it the tapestry of it. It looks a bit like a tapestry. And then the last one, the one below, it's a bit similar to that one cardboard piece that I did. Why I use cardboard? There's a story behind that as well. Because this cat, his name is Oreo. His name is Oreo. And when he was alive, he loves to play with cardboard. So I'll save all my cardboards, cut it up, I'll just lay it down, and then he'll scratch it, and then he'll put it apart, he'll go inside the box, he loves boxes. He loves the smell of cardboard. Yeah, so when he passed on, it's my kind of like my way of remembering him. And then this piece, the one with the scratch, that was his last scratch piece. I call it Oreo's last art. Yeah. So when he passed on, I saved that piece of scratch board, and then I want to do something I would to remember him as. Yeah. So that is a piece that the series is done for my cat. Actually, it's not for sale. It's for way to remember him. Yeah. And when this cat died, I cried for him. And then these others are some of my random still life ones. So as I said, I'm not very focused sometimes. Sometimes I have to I want to paint a shell of things. Yeah, but this shell actually took me for 2 months now. So I wanted to create a large shell, something that shell where I can put things inside. So that was how this inspiration came from. So it's very random. And the line done it was also very random. Because it just happened that it was Chinese New Year. Then I watched it barbecue. Interesting, maybe I come with something. This painting is called the Barbie Lion Candy Lion. So one is wearing pink and the other one is just blonde. So I wanted to mix pop culture with a bit of Chinese traditions. Yeah. So this is very fun. I actually had fun doing the live experience. Thank you. Yeah, so this piece is actually it's a very fun piece. I really enjoy doing this because it's something that I usually do. It's out of mind. This is some of those pieces when I talk about life focus, right? This is some of these pieces that are totally out of focus. So I really enjoy it because it's really, really fun doing the live stream. Yeah. And I try to connect it with the fun. So look at the pink one, it's very girlish. And then the can one is like, oh, you know, I'm so handsome.
I like the way it's like the camera focus is sharp in the front, but it's blurry in the back, just like it would be when you're taking
right. Yeah. then the Care Bear is just one of those random things that I paid because these two Care Bears are my childhood toys. I had them since I was 8 years old. Yeah, I still have them. Yeah. This I cannot throw them away. I cannot bring myself to throw them away because I used to call them my guardians because I used to stay in a haunted house last time. My grandma's house was like a bit of going on. So yeah, I did hear stuff. So what I did is I had this two Care Bears who I would always put next to my bed facing outward, and I always imagine them protected me while I sleep. So they're very precious. Yeah. So these are some of the memories that I had as a kid. I want to kind of like capture them. Things. Yeah, and then the other one is also another very random thing, which is food. Yeah. I did this because I was very lost. It was this was I think it was last year. So last year was a very lost year. It was the year that I almost lost my soul. Yeah. So I was very lost. So I wanted to paint this little boats and imagine myself sitting in the sea and then let it drift and then just let it drift, not knowing where it would end up. So that was the point I was starting to think whether I should go and just do my art full time. Yeah. So I had a lot of these very random things that I'm painting. Yeah. So what's next for me in my art practice? So I think for this coming year, since I'm doing it full time now, I think I would like to paint more. I'm still trying to, but I haven't found the mojo, the correct process to organize my day so that I can focus on the art business, I can focus on my painting. And I was actually very naive lah. That was okay. Morning I'll do my art business, afternoon I'll paint. My art business will just take over the afternoon. Yeah, so it's very, very tough. Yeah, so I would like to actually be more disciplined in terms of putting time aside to actually do my paintings. Yeah. So yeah, also I would like to experiment more with different mediums. Yeah, and I also want to continue with this promise that I tell myself, okay, I must do minimally one painting, no matter how busy I have to do one painting. I don't care whether it's lovely or it's whatever, I just have to do one painting. Yeah. And then I think this year I also want to take some time to travel and see the world a bit more, get more exposure to what's going on there as well. Also this year, I would also like to explore abstract. I want to find that feels. Like I said, I don't. Like you have the feels, yeah. I think today I still cannot find the feels of abstract. Then I will, after I do my abstract, I'll feel lost. Then I'll think like, this thing just not going anywhere. Just not so good. Yeah. So I will always end up like that. So I kind of like a bit disappointed that some of the abstract I've done, which I don't dare to show people because I think it's bad. Yeah. So I think this year will be a year which I will experiment a bit more, especially abstract. And then, okay, in terms of my art business, right, why I'm so busy because of all this. So recently I relaunched my website, so I did a corporate e-commerce website to reach out to a larger audience. I want to be more international, showcase my larger international audience. And also a couple of weeks ago, sometime in December, I started my YouTube channel. Okay, this YouTube, I actually think for a very long time, should I do it, should I not do it? Because I don't like to watch myself talk again. It's like so cringe. Like, should I or should I not? Then my sister said, just do it, just do it, so you never know. That's okay, and the good thing is I have this habit of filming my painting process. So if you follow me on Instagram, I film all my painting processes. But last time when I film, I like to film speed up. So I ended up with a lot of very speed up kind of painting, which I usually do in video. So what I'm having an issue now is translating those videos to YouTube shorts and then translating them into a long form kind of videos. The long form one is the one that I have trouble with because most of my videos isn't suitable for long form. So I think coming this year I will be filming my artwork on slow format. Yeah, in order to get that long form and get that dimensions correct. So YouTube is something that I'm focusing a lot on this year. Yeah, hopefully I can monetize it by the end of this year. but it's really a lot of work, so much work. This YouTube is one of those things that actually took up a lot of time. Yeah. And then of course I'm also trying to grow my social media, I'm trying to find the right partners, find each other the right people. And this year also would like to participate more in exhibition and stuff. Yeah, that's it for me. So do follow me. I think all of you are really on platform. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's the end of my presentation.
Stop, ma'am.